My friends, if you are hearing this message before the 17th of September, I want you to stop for a moment. Stop scrolling. Stop rushing. Stop distracting yourself. Because this is not a coincidence. You were meant to hear these words at this exact moment in your life. Life has a mysterious way of placing signs in our path. Sometimes we ignore them, sometimes we delay them. But when a message finds you at the right time, it is destiny speaking. And today, I want to share with you 4 simple but powerful keynotes. If you allow them to enter your heart and practice them with awareness, you will see your life shift before your very eyes. When you hear the words, stop running, start seeing, at first they may sound simple, but the depth of this message can transform your entire life if you allow it to. Because most people live as if they are in a race that has no finish line. From the moment they wake up until the moment they fall asleep, their mind is running, their body is running, their emotions are running. And yet, if you ask them where they are going, they cannot truly answer. They run toward goals they did not choose. They run toward expectations that were placed on them by others. They run toward standards that society has created. And in the process, they forget the most important truth. If you are always running, you cannot see. Life passes you by, opportunities pass you by, and even your own self becomes a stranger to you. Think about how many times you wake up and immediately reach for your phone. The running starts even before your feet touch the ground. Messages, notifications, news schedules, deadlines, responsibilities. All of them create the feeling that you must move quickly, that you must catch up, that you must not fall behind. And so the day begins with rushing. Rushing through breakfast, rushing through traffic, rushing through tasks. Even when your body is still, your mind is running. Always comparing, always desiring, always fearing. This endless running creates the illusion that you are achieving. But in truth, it is draining your life energy drop by drop. The invitation to stop is not about laziness or about abandoning your dreams. It is about understanding that, without awareness, no achievement will ever satisfy you. Imagine a person climbing a ladder as fast as possible. But only when they reach the top do they realize the ladder was leaning against the wrong wall. What good is speed when the direction is wrong? What good is running when you are blind to where you are going? To stop means to wake up from the trance of constant motion. It means pausing long enough to see clearly what is in front of you and within you. And when you start to see, truly see, a transformation begins. You see how much time you waste worrying about things that never happen. You see how often you chase after possessions or recognition that leave you empty once you hold them. You see how your relationships suffer because you are not really present. You are there in body but not in attention. You see how the beauty of life surrounds you in every small detail. Yet you miss it because your eyes are fixed on the horizon of what's next. To see is to live, but to run blindly is to exist without truly tasting life. Pause for a moment and take a breath. Do you feel how even this single act of stopping changes the quality of your awareness? One conscious breath creates space, and in that space you begin to notice what was always there, the sound of your own heartbeat, the sensation of the air entering and leaving your body, the subtle tension you carry in your shoulders, the thoughts that swirl like clouds in your mind. All of this was happening while you were running, but you were too busy to notice. This is the tragedy of endless running. You are alive, yet you miss your own life. Now imagine if you could bring this awareness not just for one breath, but into the way you live. Imagine eating a meal and actually tasting the food, noticing the textures, appreciating the nourishment. Imagine talking to a loved one and truly listening, hearing not just the words but the emotions behind them. Imagine walking outside and feeling the ground beneath your feet, seeing the sky above you, noticing the miracle of being here at all. Suddenly, ordinary moments become extraordinary not because they have changed, but because you have stopped running and started seeing. Some people fear stopping. They fear that if they slow down, they will lose progress, they will fall behind, they will miss opportunities. But the paradox is this: when you slow down enough to see clearly, you waste less energy, you make wiser choices, and you actually move forward with more power. Running blindly makes you stumble. Seeing clearly helps you walk steadily. Which one will take you further in the long run? The answer is obvious, but you must experience it for yourself. Think of the archer. If he rushes to shoot the arrow without pausing, without aligning, without breathing, the arrow misses its target. But when he stops, focuses, and sees clearly, his arrow flies straight. Life is the same. Your energy is your arrow. If you run without awareness, you scatter it everywhere. But if you stop and see, you direct it with precision, and it hits the heart of what matters most. To stop running is also to confront yourself. Many people avoid silence because they are afraid of what they might hear within. The noise of constant activity, entertainment, and distraction is like a mask covering deeper truths. But when you stop, the mask falls. You begin to see your fears, your insecurities, your unhealed wounds. At first, this may feel uncomfortable. But remember, only what is seen can be healed. Only what is faced can be transformed. Running away keeps you trapped, seeing sets you free. So, I say to you, stop for a moment, not forever, but enough to see. See your habits. See your patterns. See the story you tell yourself about who you are and what you can become. See the way you treat your own body, the way you speak to yourself in your mind, the way you spend your precious time. Once you see, you cannot unsee. And this is the beginning of awakening. You may ask, how do I practice this in daily life? The answer is simple, but requires discipline. Practice awareness in small moments. When you drink water, just drink water. When you walk, just walk. When you work, just work. When you rest, just rest. This simplicity is the foundation of clarity, and with clarity comes power. The great illusion of our time is that speed equals success. But what use is success if it costs you peace, if it costs you health, if it costs you presence? To stop running is to reclaim your life from the trap of endless striving. It is to remember that life is not a race to the finish line. The finish line is death. Why would you rush there? Instead, savor the journey. See the flowers along the path. Feel the sun on your skin. Learn from the challenges. Share with others along the way. This is living. And when you stop running, you will also start seeing opportunities that were invisible before. Sometimes the solution to your problem is right in front of you, but you are moving too fast to notice. Sometimes the person who could change your life is standing beside you, but your mind is somewhere else. Sometimes the answer you have been searching for has been inside you all along, but you never created the silence to hear it. Stopping creates space. Seeing fills that space with wisdom. This is why it is no coincidence that you are hearing this message now. Life is calling you to stop running. Not forever, but long enough to see where you are, who you are, and where you are truly meant to go. This is the gift. This is the invitation. And if you accept it, everything begins to change. So the next time you feel the rush, the urge to run faster, remember this: stop. Take one breath, look around, look within. Ask yourself, what am I running from? What am I running toward? And what am I not seeing? These questions are the doorway to awakening. Step through them. Do not waste your life in blind running. Live your life in clear seeing. Because when you truly see, you no longer chase illusions. You walk with purpose. You move with awareness. You live with freedom. And that, my friends, is the essence of transformation. Congratulations. Awareness is the gift. Not because your problems have vanished. Not because your challenges are over. Not because the path ahead is suddenly easy, but because you are awake enough to notice what so many people never notice. You are awake enough to hear, to feel, to pause. This is not a small thing. This is the very seed of transformation, and if you nurture it, it will grow into the strongest tree within you, unshakable by the storms of life. To be aware is to hold in your hands the beginning of freedom, because awareness is the light that allows you to see in a world where most people stumble in darkness, unaware of why they suffer, unaware of why they repeat the same cycles, unaware of why they feel restless and incomplete. They do not see because they have not yet woken up to the fact that they are asleep. But you, if you hear this message and something inside you listens, you have already begun to wake. Think of a candle in a pitch black room. That single flame does not erase the darkness, but suddenly you see shapes, outlines, the way forward. You realize where you are, you realize you are not lost, you realize you can move with caution, with purpose. Awareness is that flame. It may begin small, almost fragile, but once lit, it changes everything. This is why I say congratulations, because so many live and die without ever lighting that flame. They chase, they grasp, they run, but they do not see. And when you cannot see, you are at the mercy of everything around you. You are pushed by other people's opinions, pulled by society's demands, driven by fear, blinded by desire. Awareness is the key that unlocks the chain. Awareness does not come from reading books alone. It does not come from hearing wise words alone. It does not come from rituals alone. Awareness is born when you truly notice yourself. When you notice how your body feels when you wake up in the morning. When you notice how your breath shortens when you feel stressed. When you notice the tightness in your chest when you are angry. When you notice the thoughts that circle in your mind again and again, whispering the same story about what you cannot do, what you will never be, what you are afraid to face. This noticing is the beginning of freedom. Because if you can see the thought, then you are not the thought. If you can notice the emotion, then you are not the emotion. If you can observe the habit, then you are not bound to the habit. Awareness gives you space between who you truly are and what passes through you. And in that space, you can choose. Think about how powerful this is. Without awareness, you react. Someone insults you, and you immediately respond with anger. Someone ignores you, and you immediately feel rejected. A challenge appears, and you immediately feel defeated. Reaction is blindness, but with awareness, there is space. Someone insults you, and you notice your anger rising, but instead of being consumed, you pause, you breathe, you choose. You may still respond, but now it is with clarity, not blindness. Someone ignores you, and instead of falling into the story of rejection, you notice the sadness in your chest. You breathe, you choose how to respond with dignity. A challenge appears, and instead of collapsing, you notice your fear, you see it, you acknowledge it. And then you decide to move forward anyway. This space is awareness, and this space changes everything. To congratulate yourself for awareness is not pride, it is gratitude. Because you did not force awareness. Awareness arrived when you were ready. The very fact that you are hearing these words is a sign that your inner being is ready to awaken further. And gratitude deepens awareness. The more you value this gift, the more it grows. If you ignore it, it fades, buried under the noise of distractions. But if you nurture it, through stillness, through reflection, through conscious living, it becomes stronger than any distraction. Now, let us reflect more deeply. How often in your life have you done things without knowing why? You argue, but later you realize you did not care about being right, you just feared being wrong. You chase success, but later you realize you were not chasing your dream, you were chasing approval. You stay in relationships or environments that do not nurture you, but later you realize you stayed because you were afraid of being alone. Without awareness, we live at the surface, blind to the roots of our actions. Awareness shows you the roots. It reveals the truth beneath the surface. And with that truth, you can transform. It is easy to underestimate awareness because it does not always look dramatic. It is not fireworks, It is not a lightning bolt, it is not a sudden miracle. It is quiet, it is subtle. But quiet power is the deepest power. A single degree of awareness can change the entire course of your life. Imagine you are walking in the forest at night, unaware there is a cliff ahead. Each step takes you closer to danger. But suddenly you notice the sound of rushing water, the faint outline in the moonlight. You stop. That noticing saves your life. Awareness works the same way. You notice the unhealthy pattern before it destroys you. You notice the toxic relationship before it drains you completely. You notice the self-destructive habit before it defines you. A single moment of awareness is worth more than years of blind running. Congratulations, then, for even a small spark of noticing. Celebrate it not with arrogance but with humility, because it shows you are alive in a deeper way than yesterday. Every small awareness grows into greater awareness. You notice your breath today, tomorrow you notice your emotions, later you notice your thought patterns, and eventually you notice the nature of your own consciousness. This is the path of awakening. Step by step, each step a gift, each step a victory. Many ask, how can I increase awareness? The answer is not complicated. It is practice. Every moment offers a chance. When you drink, notice the water. When you walk, notice the ground. When you speak, notice your words. When you listen, notice your attention. Awareness does not belong only in meditation halls or in quiet retreats. Awareness belongs everywhere, at work, at home, in conversation, in conflict, in solitude. The practice is not to escape life, but to bring awareness into life. That is the true test. That is the true mastery. And understand this clearly: awareness is not about controlling everything. It is about seeing. When you see clearly, control is no longer the goal. Alignment is the goal. Harmony is the goal. If a storm comes, you cannot control the wind, but you can be aware of how you stand, how you breathe, how you adapt. If suffering comes, you cannot control the fact that pain exists, but you can be aware of your response, your perspective, your choices. Awareness makes you strong, not by eliminating difficulty, but by transforming your relationship with it. So let us return to the beginning. Congratulations, because awareness is rare and you have it. Do not take it lightly. Do not think it is nothing. It is everything. Every great transformation begins with the seed of awareness. Every enlightened being, every wise master, every peaceful soul, what separates them from the blind is not wealth, not status, not even intelligence. It is awareness. To see life as it is, not as the mind distorts it. To see yourself as you are, not as the ego pretends. To see the moment as a gift, not as a burden. This is the power of awareness. So walk through your life with this gift in your hands. Use it gently, use it wisely. When you feel lost, remind yourself, I am aware that I am lost, and already I am found. When you feel pain, remind yourself, I am aware of this pain, and already I am free to meet it with compassion. When you feel joy, remind yourself, I am aware of this joy, and already it becomes deeper. Whatever arises, awareness transforms it. Darkness turns into insight, confusion turns into clarity, suffering turns into wisdom. This is the alchemy of awareness. And now, I return to you this blessing. If you are hearing these words before the 17th of September, it is not chance, it is not coincidence. It is awareness itself that has guided you here. Congratulate yourself not for reaching the end of the path, but for seeing that a path exists. Congratulate yourself not for having all the answers, but for being awake enough to ask the right questions. Congratulate yourself not for perfection, but for presence. Because with awareness, even an imperfect step is a step of awakening. So carry this awareness as your lamp. Protect it from the winds of distraction. Feed it with the oil of practice. Let it grow brighter with each day. And when darkness surrounds you, when confusion rises, when doubt tempts you, look at the lamp in your hands and remember, awareness is the gift. With it, you will always find your way. Before the 17th, decisions matter now. This is not about superstition, And it is not about fear. It is about the truth that life always moves in cycles, and within those cycles are windows of opportunity. These windows do not stay open forever. They appear, they invite, and if you step through, transformation begins. If you hesitate too long, if you wait for everything to be perfect, if you tell yourself, later, tomorrow, someday, then the window closes and regret takes its place. To live with awareness is to recognize the moments when life is whispering to you, "No is the time." And to live with courage is to act before the whisper becomes a silence. The date before the 17th is not magic in itself, but it is symbolic. It is a reminder that you are standing at the threshold, and that threshold requires a decision. Decisions shape destiny. At every turning point in your life, you can look back and see the moments that defined the path you are walking now. Perhaps it was the decision to pursue a certain dream, or to abandon one. Perhaps it was the decision to speak your truth, or to stay silent. Perhaps it was the decision to leave a toxic environment, or to remain there out of fear. Every choice leaves a mark. Every mark creates a pattern. Every pattern becomes a life. And so I ask you now, as this window approaches, what choice are you avoiding? What decision are you postponing? What truth are you denying yourself because you think you have endless time? The illusion of time is one of the greatest traps of the human mind. We believe we have more of it than we do. We believe the right moment will come later. We believe we can delay without consequence. But the river of time does not wait for us. It flows whether we move or not. And if we do not step into it with intention, it carries us to places we never meant to go. To decide is to step into the current with awareness. To hesitate is to let the current drag you blindly. Before the 17th, you are being invited to step consciously. To say, "This is who I am. This is what I choose. This is where I am going." But let us look deeper. Why do we fear decisions? Because decisions carry responsibility. If I decide, then I cannot blame others. If I decide, then I cannot hide in excuses. If I decide, then I must face the consequences of my own courage. This is why many prefer to drift, to avoid choosing, to remain in the gray zone of indecision. But indecision is itself a decision. The decision to let fear rule you, the decision to let life happen to you instead of through you. And this decision carries its own heavy consequences: stagnation, regret, the slow death of potential. You may think you are avoiding pain by avoiding decisions, but in truth, you are choosing a greater pain, the pain of wasted life. So when I say, before the 17th, I am reminding you of urgency. Not the urgency of panic, but the urgency of clarity. What is the one decision you know you need to make? You already feel it in your heart. You already hear it in the silence of your own thoughts. Perhaps it is the decision to take your health seriously, to stop delaying the care your body needs. Perhaps it is the decision to pursue a dream that you have buried under years of doubt. Perhaps it is the decision to end what no longer serves you, even if it frightens you to let go. Perhaps it is the decision to forgive, to release, to heal. You know what it is. And life is saying, decide now. Do not wait for the perfect conditions. The perfect moment is a lie. Conditions will never be flawless. The stars will never align exactly as you hope. Life is messy, unpredictable, uncertain. That is why the only real moment you have is now. To act before the 17th is to act in the present, not in the illusion of someday. And every great transformation in history, every revolution, every invention, every act of courage, none of it waited for perfection. It began with an imperfect step taken at the right time. That is what decisions are. Imperfect steps at the right time. Think of the archer once again. If he waits forever for the perfect wind, the perfect light, the perfect silence, he will never release the arrow. The arrow will never fly. But if he waits just enough, aligns himself, and then chooses to release, even if the conditions are not perfect, the arrow finds its way. Your life is the same. Your potential is the arrow. Your awareness is the bow. But the release is the decision. Without release, nothing moves. Without decision, nothing begins. And so I congratulate you if you are hearing this now, because life has brought you to a threshold. Before the 17th, you stand at the edge of a new possibility. And the only question is, will you step through? Remember this, small decisions matter as much as big ones. Do not underestimate the power of small, conscious choices. The decision to wake up early and breathe deeply before the day begins. The decision to speak kindly instead of harshly. The decision to take one small step toward your dream instead of postponing it. Each small decision builds momentum. Each momentum creates direction. And soon, what felt impossible becomes inevitable. But do not hide in smallness either. There are moments that demand bold decisions. Moments when your entire life can shift if you dare to leap. These are not comfortable. They shake you, they test you, they stretch you, but they also free you. And you know when such a moment arrives because your heart beats differently, your intuition speaks louder, your fear and excitement mix into one. Before the 17th, perhaps such a moment is calling you. If it is, listen. If it is, leap. You may say, but what if I fail? And I will answer you with this: failure is not in deciding. Failure is in refusing to decide. Every decision, even the ones that do not lead where you expect, teaches you something essential. It shapes your wisdom. It strengthens your character. It opens doors you could not see before. To live afraid of wrong decisions is to live afraid of life itself. The truth is, there are no wrong decisions when they come from awareness. There are only paths, some longer, some shorter, some rougher, some smoother, but all of them bringing you closer to your awakening if you walk them with mindfulness. So, my friend, before the 17th, pause. Ask yourself honestly, what decision am I avoiding? What choice is waiting for me? What truth am I ready to embrace? And then decide. Even if your voice trembles, even if your legs shake, even if you do not see the whole road ahead, decide. Because a decision is not about knowing the entire journey. It is about choosing the first step. The road reveals itself as you walk, and when you make that decision, you will feel a shift. A weight will lift, even if the choice is difficult. Because the soul craves movement, not stagnation. The soul craves truth, not delay. And every time you honor your soul with a decision, you align yourself more deeply with your destiny. Before the 17th is not an accident, it is your reminder. A reminder that time is precious, that windows close, that life moves whether you move or not. Choose to move. Choose to decide. Choose to live consciously. And remember this, decisions are not just for you. Every choice you make ripples outward. Your courage inspires others. Your clarity creates clarity for those around you. Your alignment affects your family, your friends, your community. Do not underestimate the power of one awakened decision. It is not only your destiny that changes, it is the destiny of many. So stand now at this threshold with courage. Feel the weight of the decision you must make. Do not run from it. Do not postpone it. Do not let fear rob you of this chance. Step forward. Decide, and let the world witness the power of a human being who chooses consciously, who acts with awareness, who dares to move before the window closes. Because when you do, you will look back not with regret, but with gratitude. Gratitude that you acted when it mattered. Gratitude that you honored the gift of awareness. Gratitude that you lived fully instead of waiting endlessly. Before the 17th, decisions matter now. This is your moment. Take it.